What's going on, people? Welcome back to Curtis Shaw TV, back with another part 2, I would say, of the World Cup 2022 watch along for today. We just obviously did France against Denmark. That was the Mbappe show. Is this man, is this brother gonna actually turn up? No, this guy over here, is he gonna turn up? A lot of people call him the GOAT of football, the greatest of all time. Is he better than Maradona? Is he better than Cristiano Ronaldo? Is he better than R9 Ronaldo? Is he better than Ronaldinho? There's no doubt he's one of the greatest we've ever seen play the game. But when the pressure is on for his country in the World Cup, is he going to stand up and show the world that he's the best to ever do it? Tonight is the first part of whether we find out if Argentina lose to Mexico, they are out of the World Cup, which would be a catastrophe for a country that hadn't lost for over 3 years before losing to Saudi Arabia. But I'm looking forward to this game. It's a big one. Big up to each and every one of you tuned in each and every time. I enjoyed that France game, especially the second half. And Mbappe, as many of you know, possibly my favourite player in world football at the moment. And I love the fact that he scored both goals and France got a big win. But let's see what happens with Messi in this game. The team needs to show up. You're right. You can't just leave it on him, man. He can't carry 10 other players. But, he needs to perform. Messi's last dance. Big up my brother Broads in the chat. I think it would be very disappointing for the tournament to see Messi go crashing out like that, man. I want to see, I want to see him perform tonight. And Mexico, I don't know if anybody's seen these videos online, Argentina and Mexico fans fighting in Qatar. So there seems like there's bad blood between some of the fan base. Shampar, listen, I love Mbappe, but let's give him his time. He said, Big C, prime Mbappe or Henry. Prime Thierry is like a cheat code. What can't he do? You want him to take a free kick? Cool, I'll do it. You want him to take a penalty? I'll do that. You want me to run from my own half? I'll do it. Back heel, volley, flick it over your head. What do you want him to do? He can do all of it. Mbappe is the young pup. And I believe he can go to the very top. But let's remember who Thierry Henry is right now, people. You know what I mean? Your picture alone. That, for me, that picture you've got there, for anyone who can't see it, they are two of the best strikers to ever play the game. R9 Ronaldo and Thierry Henry, man. So I love Mbappe. But come on, he's still got to climb a mountain before we start talking about him being better than Thierry, that is for sure. But I do love Mbappe as a player. Big up MD, C-Unit Business. Do you think Martinez is better than Ramsdale? Do you see with Martinez, right? I'm a big fan of him, I really liked his character at Arsenal. I don't think he's looked as good at Aston Villa. Maybe because he gets tested a lot more shots at him. But I still rate him. I'm going to put Ramsdale ahead of him. Arsenal tax, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. Jashar said, big up Curtis. The best Argentinians, Alfredo Di Stefano, Diego Maradona, and Messi, in my opinion. Football was harder back in the day. Wow. It's crazy, isn't it? I mean, for me, what I've seen, I put Diego, Armando, Maradona, top of the list. But as Broad said, the youth are obsessed with comparisons. I don't blame them, as they don't have what we had. We had a selection of greats all playing at the same time. It was crazy, even when we had Nike adverts. I mean, if I said to you off the top of your head now, right, name some of the best strikers from, the late 90s, early 2000s, you could say R9, Thierry Henry, Nicolas Anelka, Batistuta, Adriano, Christian Vieri. Let me think of countries. France, Trezeguet. England, Fowler, Ian Wright, Andy Cole. Spain had Raul, Morientes. You could be here all night talking about strikers. You go any position that were centre-backs. Maldini, Nesta, Cannavaro, Ferdinand, Thuram, Yap Stam. John Terry, Sol Campbell. There were so many players in each position. I think football is different now to what it was back then. I think you've got to be able to run more. I think you've got to be a better athlete to play football nowadays. I think it's a runner's game now. Where back then, I think it was a lot more to do with your technical ability, the skill, the freedom to play. I think a lot of these coaches are taking that out of the game nowadays, I think a lot of players are being overcoached. Everything's two-touch. So everybody kind of plays the same way. Well, I think that's why we don't find as many Ronaldinhos. We're not finding the next Neymar, because if you played like that at youth level, they'll probably say, pass the ball. Do it on two-touch. You're losing it, Guti as well. I mean, broads, oh my days. That brother, his assists. I didn't even start with midfielders and start talking about Ronaldinho and Zidane and Rivaldo and Xavi and Pep Guardiola as a baller, by the way. And we could Boban, Rui Costa. I could be here all day. I'm only in the third position in the team. I could be here all day. The level was insane back then. I'm telling you. For me, that was the pinnacle of football. Big up Buenos Aires, Guna. Man, this guy, I know you're hyped right now, by the way. Thank you for your super chat, bro. He said, Vamos, Curtis. Carajo, I'm here. I'm not hiding. The whole team need to show up, led by Messi. Vamos, Argentina, la puta madre. Let's go. It would be devastating, man, if Messi got knocked out. Honestly, the World Cup, we need Messi. We need CR7. We need Neymar, Mbappe. I want all them players getting towards the latter stages of the tournament, man. I don't want to see a player like that get knocked out. Oh, honestly, we could be here all day. Shevchenko, Inzaghi, Totti. Totti was one of my favourites, Del Piero. Oh, we could be here all day. We genuinely. Oh, here we go. Someone's coming back. Here we go, NR11. Right, let's go. Lewandowski, Benzema, Ronaldo, Messi, Suarez, Cavani, Kane, Aguero. They're better strikers in the last decade. The thing is, I mean, there are some great strikers there. Let's not deny that. But you've named, 7, 8? Kane has never won a trophy. Cavani is good. He's not elite, in my opinion. The rest, obviously, top ballers. But, for example, I mean, I didn't even name George Weah, Ballon d'Or winner, by the way. Romario. I mean, look at this list. I could be here all day. I don't want to start a crazy debate. I've still got to show you the starting lineups, but... Michael Owen. Didn't he win Ballon d'Or? Cantona. Romario. Nah, come on, man. Relax, people. Relax. I don't want to go away off topic, but man can't be coming with Harry Kane and Edison Cavani when I'm talking about absolute iconic strikers of the game, people. We're talking about Henri R9 and these, man. Eto'o. You know what I mean? So, anyway... Let me not do you the disservice of distracting you all from this game tonight. It is a huge game. Henok saying end the stream. When he said Cavani and Kane, I had to step back and separate myself. That was borderline timeout. I'm talking about great strikers you've come in with Cavani and Harry Kane. Yeah, man ain't won one trophy in his career. Anyway, let's talk about this game. Argentina, big game for them. They do need to turn up. McAllister starts. The Scottish Argentinian starts, people. Emi Martinez in goal. Montiel, Otamendi, Lisandro Martinez comes back into the team, which I don't know how he wasn't starting anyway. Acuna, he comes in. De Paul, Rodriguez, McAllister, Lionel Messi, Di Maria and Lautaro Martinez. Listen, this is a big game. This is a really big... Man like Mac, the Scottish Argentinian. The Argentinian Ryan Fraser, as Chris calls him. Listen, he's had a good season for Brighton, and he must have earned the opportunity. I'm sure they're not going to pick him if they didn't believe he was good enough. Lionel Messi. I mean, I know we're all focusing on him. I thought Angel Di Maria was horrible the other day. He didn't look fit in his defence. He looked like he was off the pace. But he needs to turn up. I mean, do you know what? Fair play for Argentina for going 3 years without losing, because I don't know. On paper, I don't think you're wowed when you look at this Argentina team. There's some good players. Emi's good. Lisandro's good. I think De Paul's a good player. Rodriguez, Messi, of course, Toro. But I think it's that togetherness. And I felt against Saudi Arabia, that togetherness disappeared. And that's what they need to get back. Dybala on the bench. Benazir is going to won't mind that. He's not a fan. I still get hyped over Dybala. I love the celebration. I actually wanted him at Arsenal a few years ago. But I would be very surprised if they won the whole tournament with this squad. But if Messi kicks into gear, anything can happen, people. Anything can happen. Ooh, 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 ooh. Anything. Yeah, I'll stop with that. It's Saturday night. We need to relax, people. But it's vibes. Ramiro's been dropped. You know, it's the Tottenham effect. He's Spursy, isn't he? So what do you expect? Argentina have had stronger sides. Sports Genius saying, let's go Mexico. And Chris saying, I would have played Dybala over Di Maria. And Buenos Aires Guna saying, I'm glad Rodriguez, Paredes, DePaul needs to find his balls today and play with them. Let me get the Mexico team up. I can't do you the disservice. The team is Moreno, Gallardo, Ochoa, Montes, Araujo, Chavez, Alvarez, Herrera, Vega, Gordado, and Irving Lozano, who's probably their star player, to be honest. We are about to kick off. This is a huge game, people. 90 minutes. Will Lionel Messi still be in the World Cup by the end of this game? I'm being honest. I'm genuinely nervous about this game. Like, the World Cup without Messi in at this stage, oh, come on, people. It's crazy. But, you know, we've seen this before. Remember Senegal knocking out France all them years ago. Germany, obviously, if they get beat tomorrow against Spain, they go out. Jeremy said, I really hope Argentina lose and CR7 wins the World Cup. Big CR7 fan. Belair said, hey, Big C, situation at work has infuriated me. Thankful for the stream to call me off a little. Appreciate the C unit. Hey, listen, tomorrow's a new day. You know, let's not worry about things we can't affect and just keep it moving, you know. Don't worry about it. Big up Omo said, C unit. He trolled us all in the last stream saying that Messi had been dropped, but when I checked the team, Buenos Aires, I'm telling you, I can understand the way you're feeling. As an Arsenal fan, we all know what nerves feel like. Di Maria pushed their free kick to Argentina on the halfway line. Come on, the GOAT, says Omar. Is he the GOAT? He's got to stand up and be counted. They were talking about him and Maradona in the build-up to the game. Saying that, you know, the personality of him and Maradona, they're so different. They're very similar in style of play, but so different in terms of personality. Maradona was much more rugged, seemed very determined, seemed to be a leader. Messi, much more quiet and laid back, but on the ball, we know the talent. Chris said, does Henry miss against Barcelona give you nightmares? Probably the worst moment as an Arsenal fan in my life, if I'm being honest. Here come Argentina, left-hand side. Acuna whips it back post, headed away by Mexico. That Acuna's got a good left foot, by the way. It's Di Maria, goes past him there. Does well. Oh, they've got to start again. Our Dillian White fight starts at 10:50. Okay, I'll be watching that. I'll definitely be watching that. Messi has too much on his shoulders. He's got to be able to hold that weight, man. He has to. Chris said, Curtis, will you take Lozano at Arsenal as backup? Yeah, I'd take him as backup, possibly. He's quick. He's going to be better than Nelson and Marquinhos. Chris Fraser, Dybala, Alvarez and Correa all on the bench with Di Maria starting. I don't know about that. Anthony said this could genuinely be Messi's second to last game at international level. If they go out at the groups, he'll surely retire. Yeah, listen, he probably won't even play that last game. He'll go. I dropped the shoulder on man there, though. Jay Black said, don't stress about work, fam. Find something or enjoy someone you enjoy working with. Focus on the positives. 100%. Uplift the people, them, you know. If France win with Deschamps, would have won 3 World Cups, 1 as a player, 2 as a manager. Yeah, you can't disrespect that. Big up Mark, hope you're well, bro. Said best atmosphere so far. See, I always sacrifice listening to the game because I don't want to wear headphones on a stream. A lot of people say, why don't you wear headphones so you can hear it, get the atmosphere? But then your ears get hot and all of that. So I have the volume on so low. I can just about hear the commentary, but I can't hear the crowd noise. But yeah, listen, I think, was it the other day? I think somebody said, I saw it on Channel 3, I think Laura Wood said, that apart from the host nation, Argentina had sold more tickets than any country in the whole World Cup. So their fan base, they've come out in their numbers. I'm sure expectation is high in Argentina. They were 3 years unbeaten. Messi in his last World Cup. You know, I would love to go and watch Argentina just to see Messi. You could be witnessing something really special. Mexico on the break. Oh, referee gives a free kick. Caught him with his arm there, the Mexican player. They had a big break on there. Players are pushing. And who's that on the floor? Number 4. Argentina asking for a red card here. Montiel, number 4, gets smashed around the face. Argentina asking for a red. Caught him there. Stuck his arm out. Tried to hold him off. It's not a red. Joe Silva, thank you for the super chat, bro. Big up from South Texas. As a Mexican-American, I've got to do it. Viva Mexico, cabrones. Let's go. I'm looking forward to the game. It's going to be lively, man. Definitely going to be lively. Curtis, prime Lennox or Tyson? Dear, listen, I respect Lennox Lewis, but, like, come on. Prime Mike is, I think, a lot of people's favourite. Definitely my favourite. Buenos Aires said he's 25 seconds behind. Apologise if I react late. No worries, man. Salam Russell. Dillian White is my local hero. Good luck to him tonight. Big up Alvin, big up Big C, and happy Saturday to you, bro. You're having a blessing, and I'm going on a night with my work colleagues at the club. Enjoy yourself, man. You know what I mean? People, you know, people work a lot. You got to enjoy your time out, you know, and loosen up and enjoy yourself, man. So big up. Ali said Tyson. Brandon said Mexico, always dangerous at the World Cup. What hurts him as a South African, they always get knocked out by goal difference. 2002 and 2010 World Cup. Was it Laura Woods or Gabby Logan? One of them. You know, one of them anyway, you know. Lewis smacked up Tyson. Tyson was mashed up them times, man. His head had gone by then. Fight him in his prime wouldn't have happened. Montiel's fine. He rolled around. I think they were trying to get a red card there. Liz said, big up Curtis. Back up at 6 a.m. Still buzzing after Australia's win last night. First World Cup win since 2006. Massive win for Australia. Gives them a chance of qualifying for the latter stages. Mark said Mike Tyson, 100% animal. Omar, yeah, I'm going to go. I think Argentina win. I'm going to go, why? And I'm going to go 2-1 again. I got 2-1 for the French game. I'm going to go 2-1 Argentina. I'll stick by the 2-1. Omar saying 3-1. Oh, Lumi, yeah, I know. That. Lumi, you relax, man. Calm down. Chris said, Curtis, do you remember Zidane against Brazil? One of the best performances I've ever seen. Wow. This Mexican number 10's built like a lion. Here come Mexico. Argentina, a lot of bodies back. This number 10 for Mexico is absolutely huge. He's built like a brick. The Argentinian defender Montiel tried to weights him there, just bounced off him. Curtis, what team has surprised you the most? Yeah, Saudi in the Argentina game. They were incredible. They were outstanding. Corner to Mexico. Wow, I can actually hear the noise there as they got the corner. Up against the butcher, Lisandro, Hervin Lozano. Probably their star player, Mexico. I know they've got Jimenez as well from Wolves, who I believe, is he on the bench, Raul Jimenez? Yeah, Raul Jimenez is on the bench as well. So he obviously will offer something for them going forward. Mark said he's got a feeling Mexico are going to do something. Corner to Mexico. Seems like a great atmosphere, the little bit that I can hear of it. Oh, that is an awful corner. Doesn't even beat the first defender. Mexico retain possession, end up all the way back at the halfway line. Alexi Vega, built like a bull. Is that his name, yeah? Vega. He is massive. He looks strong, man. Mexico growing into the game a little bit now. Oh, great touch. That's a foul. That is a foul. Montiel fouls Lozano. Lozano's a bit of a legend on FIFA. I can't lie. He's had some great fast cars over the years. Fast cars? Cards, I mean. 99 pace. Anthony said, I always wish Tyson fought Lewis and Holyfield in his prime before prison when he was still with Kevin Rooney. His legacy would be different. I grew up with him. He's my number one. 100%. He's my favourite. The amount of times when I was younger, I used to stay up as a young kid for a Mike Tyson fight. And, 5 a.m. in Vegas, you've stayed up all night. And within, 40 seconds, he's knocked the guy out and the fight's over and you've stayed up all night. I was fuming. Chris said Tyson was never the same when Custamato left. Yeah, man. Free kick to Mexico. Great ball in. Oh, flicked on. Goes all the way across goal and goes out for a goal kick. First half chance of the game. Fantastic cross. Looks like he was just onside. Flicked on at the near post and couldn't reach it at the back post. World Cup final prediction. I've got to be honest, Omar. I don't know what route the teams go if they win their group. So I don't know who plays who. I would say, I tipped Brazil to win the World Cup, so I'm going to go Brazil. It's very hard, really, to say who else, because, France have won 2. They didn't look great today, but they did win. Argentina, they're going to fight back. Maybe France, Brazil, France, Brazil, the holders against the favourites, but are they in different sides of the draw, yeah? So do they avoid each other if they both win their group, which they should if Brazil win their next game as well. Here come Argentina. Rodrigo de Paul on the ball. He's fouled and wins the free kick. This game's going to kick off. I'm telling you now, tackles are flying in. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a red card. NR11 said, controversial opinion. Neymar is the... Listen... Neymar, he says Neymar is the Brazilian GOAT if he wins the World Cup. I respect your opinion, NR11, but I have to take a second to just... so better than Dino, Ronaldo. NR, oh, man. Listen, recency bias, they call that. I think Neymar himself knows he ain't better than them two. Ronaldinho and Ronaldo. Neymar knows that himself. There'll be red cards. People saying just end the stream. I think NR, man. They're calling for it. Off. NR, can I have a word, mate? 3 minutes in the sin bin. Consider your actions. R9 got 2 goals in the World Cup final. After one of the worst knee injuries you can get in football. We need to relax. We need to calm down. Is Pele a joke? Is Ronald... Nah, man, relax yourself. See you in 3 minutes, man. Neymar ain't even better than Rivaldo, says Jay Black. Harrison said that's a howl. El Chapo, let him reflect on his actions. He's got 3 minutes. Oi! Tackles are flying in. I like that, though, because that's 2 players clattering each other. Ball got caught in between them. Both hit the ball. And it disappears. No one was rolling around, I'm telling you now, people, this game has got a red card written all over it. The tackles are absolutely flying in. Pele and R9 will batter Neymar. Anthony said Neymar always comes in with that... NR11 always comes in with the madness. Neymar is no way better than R9, Ronaldinho, or Pele. Timeout settings. Listen, let me say something. Neymar is a great player. I would say outside of Messi and Ronaldo, he's been the best player in the last decade. But Neymar at Barcelona was sensational. He was outrageously good. I think I read that he's close to becoming Brazil's record goal scorer. He's not no joke. He's not a joke. He definitely deserves credit. But we're talking about Pele, Ronaldo, and Ronaldinho, man. Nah. He needs to relax. There's levels to this thing. Shampar says Kaka's better than Neymar. I don't know about that one. It's definitely a debate to be had, but it would be... I think Neymar. Just over Kaka, if I'm being honest. Man said Robinho's better than him. It's over 2.5 cards. Easy money, that for you. Trini86, Curtly, the pain in your face. Bro, I had to stop. Couldn't believe it. Chris saying Kaka better than Neymar. Melbourne said, was Neymar better than Prime Hazard? Oh, Melbourne. Don't do that, please. Let's give, like, I understand what you're saying, but let's give Neymar the respect. He's still a terrific player. He cost £200 million. He's still an unbelievable player. I'm not gonna ruin him. Man, are comparing him to Eden Hazard. He said Neymar probably top 5 Brazil players of all time. Martinelli's better than Neymar. Ronaldinho was different gravy. The technique he possessed was insane. Big up Thomas Lund with the super chat. Appreciate it. Mexico on the break. Argentina getting players back quickly, though. Is Lozano. He seems to be the danger man. Prime Alexis, man, are saying better. This game feels like, yeah, man, Blood Brothers settings. Liverpool Suarez was balling. He was serious. Kaka was balling in Serie A against the elite defenders. Haroon said Neymar is the Brazilians. Oh, no, come on. Don't do that to him. That's harsh, man. Neymar a baller, man. Neymar's a... I'm not going to totally... Neymar at Barca was the guy, man. He would have been the best in the world if he stayed at Barca. He made the wrong move, man. Look at the guy. Nah. Let's put some respect on his name. 22 goals, 24 got... Nah, he got 10 goals in 12 Champions League games in 2014. He was outrageous. And his Brazil record's outstanding as well. So I'm defending Neymar a little bit, man. We can't be disrespecting Neymar. Man said he's the Brazilian Rashford. It's outrageous. Mexico lose possession. Oh, honestly, I'm not encouraging betting here, by the way, but I'm loading up the betting app. There's yellow cards galore in this. This got easy money written all over it. By the way, bet responsibly. Don't do anything stupid. What am I looking for here? What are the odds on over 2.5 yellow cards? I need that bet. It's easy. Where's the bets on the bookings? A player to be carded. 11-4 for a player to be sent off. Over bookings. It's not great odds. They've seen the game and probably changed the odds, man. They know someone's getting sent off. Argentina team lack flair. Get Dybala on the pitch, man. Buenos Aires, get Dybala on the pitch. Oh, dear me. Messi to score a free kick, 14-1. Request a bet. Correct score. Player to be carded. You can get some good odds on a player to be carded, you know. Yeah, the odds aren't great. Prime Zlatan or Henry. Come on, man. Come on. Thierry, man. All day long. NR11's back. Here we go. Hey, round of applause, NR. And you've come out on smoke as well. He ain't going down lightly. He's going crazy. Oh, wow. Tackles flying. Argentina, Le Toro, high foot there. But luckily the guy was offside. R9 is the only acceptable one. Dino had 2 or 3 years. Pele was in the 50s with no offsides. Neymar technically is absolutely magic. If not for Messi and CR7, he would have 3 Ballon d'Ors. I mean, you're still not convincing me, but I respect the effort. You got a round of applause from me, NR11. And surely Dino did it for more than 2 or 3 years, because 2002 World Cup, he won it and was a star in that. And 2006, he won the Champions League against Arsenal. That's at least 4 years. And I'm sure there's a couple years either side as well. Man saying NR11 extended time out. Joshua, big up yourself, bro. Big up Curtis. People sleep on the fact that Pele, the GOAT, at 17, scored 2 goals in the 58 World Cup final. Let that sink in. It's always hard for me to rightly argue Pele's argument, because I bet a lot of people in Brazil would say he's the greatest ever, but the generation. I grew up watching videos of of Brazil. As a young striker, I always used to study Brazilians. One of my favorite strikers was Romario. He's one of the best finishers I've ever seen. I used to watch videos of him finishing. And obviously Pele as well. He's just outrageous. Jarzinho and them man there. So it's difficult. It's difficult. Ish said, yo, I saw that 58 final. I seen a little rerun of it, to be fair. But Curtly said top 10 Brazilian players. You're trying to spark a mad debate. I mean, off the top of my head, you got to go R9, Ronaldinho, Rivaldo, Neymar. That's 4. Pele, 5. Kaká, 6. Romario, 7. I can only really go off what I've seen. I can't go off the olders too much. You got to put probably Cafu and Roberto Carlos in there. They're two of the best fullbacks we've ever seen. And then Dunga, you could put Dunga in there, Bebeto. There's so many. Marcelo, there's so many. I couldn't even think. Zico, people saying. Obviously, I'm kind of leaving them man out because I didn't really see them. Dani Alves, Lucio. There's loads. I'd struggle to name 10, but I think I named a 10 there. But yeah, I tell you, listen, I'm an attacking merchant, to be honest. Socrates. Yeah, I put Cafu and Roberto Carlos in, 100%. Thiago Silva, monster as well. Garrincha, them old school, man. Free kick to Mexico. Denilson with the stepovers. Man said Andre Santos. You better behave. I put Romario in there, of course. Dida as well. Yeah, he was decent. Free kick to Mexico. 20 minutes gone. Free kick's about 30 yards out. 35 yards out. This brother, it's his name, Vega. He's going to hit this. No, he's not. He runs over it. They take it short. Well worked. It's up in the air. Oh, he drops it. And they get away with it. No early goal. I just want to see Messi on the ball. Need to see Messi on the ball. Draw no bet. I don't think we've actually had a yellow card yet, despite all the crazy challenges. Dida makes it just for the haircut. Julio Baptista, the beast. Where's Messi, says Chris. He's warming up, man. Let's give him his chance. Well, I hope he's warming up anyway. Adriano. Did I put Adriano in? One of the best left foots I've ever seen. Emi Martinez kicks it long. Neither team have really had a big chance yet. DePaul gives it away. Messi tries to nick it there. Here we go. This could be the first yellow card of the game. Here we go. Yeah, number 2 for Mexico has been booked. And it is Nestor Araujo I think that's the first yellow card of the game. This game has got yellow cards written all over it. Yeah, that's a bad challenge, man. Studs up and everything. Acuna, clatters into him there. This game's got yellow cards. This game will get a red card, in my opinion. 5-2 for a player to be sent off. That could have been a red just by itself. Did I not put Adriano in? Apologies, man. The left foot's outrageous. Free kick to Argentina, just in front of the halfway line. That could have been a red. I'm surprised that wasn't checked. Studs were showing. Ivan said Adriano is his favourite childhood player. I had his shirt when he was in Inter. I felt like he was going to become the best striker in the world. There was no one like him. That powerful, that quick, left-footed. He was unique. But yeah, like people say, when his dad went, he seemed to lose his passion. The man went back to the favelas. I seen him putting up pictures with guns and that. It was all mad. Here's Messi. Gives it away. Gets lucky there. Can he get it back? No. Lionel. Hulk, what a player he was. Yeah, well, his shot was powerful anyway. He seemed to go to all the easy leagues or easier leagues and just pick up mad wages, Hulk. I think he went to like the Russian league, went to China. Yeah, Ivan Toney, mate. Ivan Toney's betting accounts will be going absolutely wild for this game. Over 2.5 yellow cards. Red card. He'll be all over this, Ivan Toney. Chris said Zidane made them Brazilians look like cones in 2006. One of the best performances ever. Wagner Love, you know. Used to sign him on Football Manager back in the day. Garrincha was higher rated than Pele by Brazilians. Big up Joshua. Appreciate that, bro. The super chat. Surely not. Surely Pele was top boy in Brazil. Oscar left Chelsea for China money. Listen, do you know what I like, though? He just came out and said it. When he went there, he was like, listen, I come from poverty. I got an opportunity to make the next generation of my family rich. I'm going to China for the dough. I respect that. What annoys me is when they go there, oh, I've always dreamed of playing over here. No, you haven't. You've gone there because they're giving you 300 grand a week, and I respect it. Just say it as it is. Pato was so quick back in the day. I thought he was going to be a top baller as well. It's a shame what happened to him. He actually played in that friendly against Arsenal in Orlando. He plays for Orlando. He didn't look very quick in that game, let me tell you that. Brazilians love Garrincha more than Pele. Yeah, fair play to him. He went for the dome, man. Just embrace it. Curtis, this game has Copa America final. Pure fouls bring on Fran. Yeah, man, I definitely got to get Fran on. He quietly put out an England stream yesterday. I need to get him on. Try and get him on in the week. Brazil never lost a match while fielding Garrincha and Pele. That's wild. This game's slowed down a bit. It's a bit scrappy at the moment. Lots of tackles flying in. No one really creating big chances. Somebody just said we've had 2 yellow cards. Who else got booked? No, it says the first one. Nesta Araujo, only yellow. First one. Endrick. Yeah, a lot of people talking about this Endrick in Brazil, that he's the next superstar. I think PSG are trying to get him. Argentina are poor. Listen, what I will say, if you're France, Brazil, England, if you play this Argentina team, you would think you can cause them problems. They're definitely not world beaters, how they're looking. But listen, it ain't about how you start the competition, it's how you finish. Seen lots of countries in the past start off really slow, and by the end of it, they're firing, you know. If they scrape their way through the group, surely they'll improve. And I said, I'm missing Arsenal, man. This isn't it. You've just got to embrace it. In fact, it's a month today, the 26th of November. Arsenal are back on the 26th of December, so 1 month. You know, and Arsenal play next week, actually. They've got a behind-closed doors friendly against Watford next week. So the news will start coming back. We'll have a game. I hope they stream that game online. I think Arsenal play Watford before they fly out to Dubai the following week. And then we'll have the friendly against Lyon and Milan. So it will all start heating up. So it'll be all right. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. A couple more weeks and it'll all be getting back to normal, you know. Players will start getting eliminated out of the group stage, get a couple of Arsenal players back, and then the transfer news will start heating up. Here come Argentina, left-hand side, Acuna for Argentina. I think he got in team of the season in La Liga last year. Whips the ball to the back post, headed over, it had already gone out. Mexico players on the floor. This is a very scrappy game. The Mexican defender, they're rolling around, obviously trying to get him. But yeah, somebody just said that. Ochoa, is it, the goalkeeper? He's wearing the Spanish kit. Did Acuna just stamp on him there? Ooh, ay, ay, ay. That could be a VAR check, you know. I think he leaves that. I think he does that on purpose. I think that's a VAR. If that goes to VAR, that could be a red card. I'm telling you now, I think he does that on purpose. He leaves one on him as he goes to cross the ball. That goalkeeper kit is a rascal kit. He's definitely just pulled out a Spanish kit. If they look at that, that's a red. I don't think they are going to. Big up C-Unit. How comes you got Mr. Beast in your listed channels? You know what it is? Cruz watches YouTube on my account, and he loves Mr. Beast channel. You know, because Mr. Beast is always like, subscribe to the channel, I'll give 10 subscribers $1,000. So he's like, Dad, subscribe to it. I was like, all right, why not? We'll subscribe to it just in case. Buenos Aires Gunner is not happy. Thank you for the super chat, bro. He said, F this, Curtis, bro. You can give me the 26th of December, Arsenal now. This is why I'm kind of glad that with England, I don't even get too caught up in it, because being an Arsenal fan can be stressful. Never mind as well, you know, having to support a nation that causes you pure stress as well. It must be hard work, bruv. Apparently Ronaldo, sorry, has been offered that huge deal again from Saudi Arabia. Someone just put it in the comments. Assassin, Cristiano Ronaldo has been offered a 3-year contract with Saudi club Al Nassr worth $225 million. Is he going to cash out and just take the dough, Ronaldo? Or I don't think he will, personally. I think Ronaldo will give it another year or two, and try and keep playing at a high level. Let's see if there's any news on that Ronaldo. This game's not great at the moment. Very, very scrappy. Yeah, James Benj reporting 3-year deal, $225 million. Wow. 70 something million a year, it says. Over 70 million a season. How much is that? That's crazy money. Somebody tell Messi walking football is for pensioners, says Broad. I'm telling you, man. Yo, Messi, you better step up. You're playing like a sheep, not a goat. You know what I mean? You're meant to be the standout player. Another hard tackle there by Mexico. Smashes into him there. Players on the floor. McAllister there takes a whack from Lozano. 225 mil for a 37-year-old. You know what he can do for that league commercially, though, is priceless. And he said, facts, Big C, it's peak for me being a Gooner. England, Jamaica, and Trinidad and Tobago supporter is no joke. Oh, man. Brennan Zera said, I'm Arsenal over Argentina. I hear you. Peter said, Brennan Zera, which whiskey are you drinking? Hope it's Irish. Curtis just came across your Sky Sports interview. Man hasn't aged a day. Come on, man. You know what I mean? I told people, drink your water, people. Drink your water. Messi gets fouled there by Hector Herrera. I think Mexico are trying to spoil the game. Foul. No, they're not bad fouls where you're going to get a red or a yellow. They're just breaking up play, slow Argentina down, and then eventually they'll try and hit them on the break sort of thing. But it's interesting. Here come Argentina. Ball given away. Corner. Probably could have cleared that out for a throw-in, but puts it out for a corner. Nicholas said, Big C, would you take Danilo? Know much about him? I got to be honest, I don't know too much about him. Well, yeah, maybe you take a gamble on him, but I don't know enough about him to say. I done a Sky Sports interview a couple of years ago talking about Mesut Ozil. It's an old one. Water is healthy for you. Got to be done, man. Get your glasses of water in. As a tip, right, I was told when I played football by a nutrition expert, get up in the morning and drink a glass of water, just down it. Not a massive one, it will wake your body up. It get you more prepared. Wow. Crazy challenge there. DePaul gets wrote off. Nah. Vega. That's a mad tackle. Fair play to this ref, though. He's not getting too caught up with the yellow cards. Some refs would be throwing yellow cards all over the place, but he's staying calm with it. The tackles are flying and he's only given one yellow card. How tall is Robbie? I don't know, actually. I'm not sure. Is he taller than me? I don't think he is. I think I'm a little bit taller. He's probably about 6 foot. And he said, I thought the Sky interview was the one when you got called up for Dominica. I need to see the Ozil one. Okay. Yeah, man. I'm about, people. I'm about. Broad said Robbie is taller than me. Yeah, I feel like I'm a bit taller than him. A little bit. I'm not sure. Free kick to Argentina. Messi to take it. Cross in position. Let's see if Argentina can score. 12 minutes till half time. Assassin said Ronaldo will be getting 2 million a week. I wonder if he's just going to cash out and collect. Messi free kick. Shoots. Tipped up in the air by Ochoa. Oh, he's flapping. Oh, the ref gives a free kick. I think he's quite lucky there. He looked a little bit shaky. Nah, Robbie's not 6'5". No chance Robbie's 6'5". Be like water people, Bruce Lee. If this was an English game, if this was an English official, the game would have been abandoned with no Mexican players left. Broad said, I'm 6'4", he's like 6'5". No chance. No way is he 6'5". No way. And Broad, you're not 6'4", man. You need to relax. Yaya Toure was about 6'4", 6'5". I reckon Robbie's about 6'1", something like that. I'm not sure though, actually, but I don't think he's 6'4". Do you think England can do this? I don't think so. They'll try, but not. Look at that football they were playing yesterday. Do you think that football's gonna do it? We looked like prime Burnley yesterday. Curtis, you were slandering those at the time. Yeah, I was. I said it's time to get rid of him. He was done for me at Arsenal. 350 doing nothing. Get rid of him. I stand by it. I was polite, though. It was on Sky. I said it in a much more calm and, respectful manner than I probably would have on here. Buenos Aires said, I met Robbie in New Orleans. He's definitely 6'2 plus. Yeah, man. It'll be interesting. Next time I see him, I'll be like, oh, am I taller than you? I'm sure I am. People saying he's 6'4" on the internet. He's not 6'4". I can tell you that. He's definitely not 6'4". Well, I don't think he is anyway. What we got? 10 minutes till half time. Game's been. Man said his Tinder profile. Broad said, are you lot all right? Check my Insta. Jay Broads. I'm not sure. Broad was defending his height. Broad, you ain't 6'4", man. I'm sorry, you're not. No chance. 6'4". Ah, man, relax. I went gym and got measured. They gassed you up so you joined monthly membership. They go, let's see how tall you are. Tell him he's 6'4". He'll sign up monthly then. He said, Broads, you got to be at least 6'4", mate. You're massive. Rather than debating, just ask him. He's probably in that stadium now, actually. Robbie's like 6'1". I met the guy. I'm like 5'6". Alvin turning up with that Messi height, 5'6". Assassin said, Curtis, the first day of TV video I watched from you was the Frankfurt loss. You said we used to be invincibles, now we're invisibles. I was hooked. I always tried to come with a little catchy one-liner, We went from invincibles to invisibles. This game is making me sleepy like the England game. It's sad, isn't it? This is why, a lot of people are asking me in the week, how come you're not doing all the watch-alongs for the World Cup? I was like, bro, I've tried this before and it don't work. Usually, I stay out of it until the knockout stage. No, listen, these... Man said Forbes list says he's 6'6". Usman, why are you doing that to Alvin? Man said, Alvin, you could be a chipmunk. I mean, one of the chipmunks was called Alvin, innit? Alvin, Simon, Theodore, do. Would you ever react to your own fan cams? Yeah, I was looking into that, Obviously, I have to just make sure, AFTV, make sure you don't try copyright me, But yeah, man. I might do that. I think that would be decent. Some of the old videos. Some of the classics. I'll be honest, the Euros were better. Man are calling him. Look up, bro. Man said I'm at least 6'3.5". Alvin, I'm glad you took that well, by the way. Man can't be calling man a chipmunk. Oh, dear. Do they sell anything for growth? I need to be 6'2", said Shaquille. I'm sure they can right now. I'm sure they can. You get your teeth done, you can get your hair done and all that. I'm sure they can make people grow taller. Is this game more boring than England? I'd say it's just as bad. Snooze fest, just not feeling this Winter World Cup, doesn't feel the same. Stuart said AFTV copyrighted Sonny. Old school Sonny, you know. Man disappeared off YouTube, you know. I think, yeah, listen. If everything's good, you know, there wouldn't have been a problem, mate. I think there was falling outs. You know how it goes. Visionites, I just checked one of your old fan cams with Robbie Big C. You two are the same height. No way he's 6'5". Nah, he's not, because I'm not 6'5". Curtis was steaming for a Brighton game. Next thing he's doing AFTV interview. Yeah, I remember that one. They called me and said, yo, come and do the interview. I was like, all right, cool, I'll come straight there after. And man was like, oh my God, he's doing an interview. He wasn't even at the game. I was like, yo, relax, man. You know what I mean? Mexico are here to break legs. Visionite said, Sonny sold his channel to Lev and Shaheen. It's now the Arsenal Lounge. Oh, so that, yeah, because I wondered how they got... Oh, header for Argentina goes over. Latora Martinez. What was we saying? Yeah, Arsenal Lounge. Yeah, I wondered how they just came out of the block with like 5,000-6,000 subscribers. I was thinking, I never heard this channel and they've got 6K already. Ah, that makes sense. So they bought the channel off Sonny, and Sonny obviously already had subscribers and just carried them over. Yeah, he was quite entertaining, Sonny. He was... I went on his channel a couple of times. He's disappeared now. I haven't heard. I haven't seen him at an Arsenal game. I haven't seen him on YouTube or anything. Shaquille said he thought Robbie was 5'10". This is wild. Can't believe he's taller than me. Broad saying, no way. I was thinking, when the hell did I follow Arsenal Lounge? Okay, so it was Sonny's. Whatever happened to Bully? I haven't seen him. NR11 said, Curtis, I met you outside the Emirates when we drew to Palace under Emery. You were not happy. It was the Xhaka moment. Oh, I don't think anybody could be happy that day. Substitution for Mexico. Godardo comes off for Gutierrez. I'm assuming it's an injury coming off that early. Yeah, he's limping. And the sad thing is, man, that if you get injured in the World Cup, I mean, this is the second game of 3 in the group. Even for an average, you know, little small injury, you could be looking at a week. So you could be out of the competition by the time you recover. Robbie's my height, 6'1", humble. Bully, one of the AFTV founding fathers. Yeah, he was there, man. He's an OG still on there. I don't know whatever happened to him. This stream has more vibes than the game. It needs it because, honestly, it's a snore fest. It's an absolute shocker of a game. 42 minutes gone. And I tell you what, going in at half-time, I think Argentina will be the more disappointed of the two. Because the expectation is high on them. You know, winning the Copa America, 3 years unbeaten, and now struggling. No, I'm with you, Abji. I think that, and I've always said this, and I'm not just saying this. For me, just while people are mentioning, you know, the founders of AFTV and that, I think Claude's the OG. I really do. You know, I think them original days at the very start, I think he was the OG of that channel. Him and Ty arguing and all that. For me, I think Claude was a go-to interview back in the day. I'm talking about when it first started. He was an OG on there, no doubt about it, man. It's a shame, man, that, you know, he couldn't see Arsenal's climb to the top now, man. He'd be a lot happier, that's for sure, man. Big up Chigs as well, Mark. Yeah, man. Never met him, to be honest. Never met Chigs. But Claude was a legend, man. Claude was the first guy to really become famous. Yeah, like he was, uh, he was the one that, like, them times there, he was the one everyone's like, Claude, Claude, you know what I mean? After Robbie, and who was doing the interviews, it was Claude, man. I'm telling you, he used to get so much, like, love from the fans and that. So, yeah, he would be enjoying this, man. He would be enjoying this. They need to diamond test Messi's Copper America. It's looking fake. I just don't understand, like, I don't understand what's going off. Messi's been non-existent. Brandon said Claude crying at the FA Cup final when we won. It made him cry. Oh, man. Legend. Absolute legend. The voice of reason. Free kick to Mexico. About 25. Oh, this ain't a bad position. 25 yards out. Just to the left of centre. Emi Martinez in goal. Here comes Vega. Whips it over the wall. Emi Martinez saves it. Didn't get enough power in the shot. Emi read it well there. Tried to whip it to the goalkeeper's right. Messi. Shut down. It's almost painful watching Messi play like this. I've got such a... I don't know. I've got such... We've all got such high sort of ratings of Messi as a player. Watching him play like this, it's almost like it ain't real. It's weird, like Messi just getting tackled with ease, and I don't know, maybe he just doesn't have that explosion of pace anymore that he had, where obviously he would just step away from people. Josh said Messi's got 64 pace. Even a Hunter card ain't going to save him. He don't look like he can run. He's 35 years of age, and again, age catches up with players, especially when their game is built on pace as well. Yeah, for me, I'm not going to lie. I think Messi, try and win that Champions League this year with PSG and go to the MLS. Apparently, he's got a big house in Miami. Beckham's offering him shares in the club, big wages. I think he should call it a day in terms of Europe. It'd be great for him to go out with a Champions League win at PSG, but I think it's MLS time for Messi, man. And I think he should retire from international football after this. And just go and relax. Just go and relax, man. It's almost sad to watch him like that. He couldn't even step away from that defender then. Just the pace wasn't there. Father Time, yeah, Father Time, don't hide, man. And Ketty is doing more than Messi. Argentina will not win the World Cup like this. Emi Martinez or Tina Turner. No, Emi, we still got to put respect on Emi, man. He loved Arsenal. He was huge in that FA Cup win. It's funny, a lot of people were saying that they don't think Ronaldo would go to America because of that little bit of trouble he had over there, although he wasn't charged or anything, but would he go there? This is like when Curtis dethroned Edgar Davids, mate. Listen, the little tap on the back of the dreads. He knew he was done then. He knew. David said, listen, I've wore iconic glasses. I've played for Capello. I've played in World Cups. But you've never been tapped on the back of your head by Curtis Shaw, mate. That's when Davids knew it was all over. When he tried to outpace me, Assassin, Manchester United have reached an agreement in principle with Cody Gakpo for January. United are closing in on the deal. Well, I'm going to be shameless with that, don't you? I'm going to say I never rated him. And I'll do all of that, people. And I won't even hide from it. Listen, Gakpo, it's an easy deal for them to get, let's be honest. I think he's got the same agent as Eric Ten Hag, so it's not difficult. I like this story, actually, just for the Arsenal fans tuned in. I'm going to quickly give you this one. ESPN. Arsenal will meet with Mikel Arteta in the coming days to talk about strengthening the squad in January. A defensive midfielder and a winger are the targets as the Arsenal manager considers 2 additions to try and compete for the Premier League title. Now, I like the sound of that. That's the kind of talk I want to hear. Get 2 players to the carpet. Ronaldo for Gakpo, that doesn't worry me. Let me just tell you that, by the way. Ronaldo out, Gakpo in. I'm cool with that. Like, Gakpo, I think, is a good player. He's scoring goals, but that doesn't scare me in any way, shape, or form. The way he's playing, he should retire at half time. Ah, dear me. Lionel, man, this is painful to watch. I don't like this. I don't like this, man. Seko Fofana and Wilfried Zaha. Yeah, I'm telling you, if Arsenal get a good midfielder and winger, all my days, I'm buying merch for Christmas. We need to throw the sink at the title. Go for it. Go and get it. I hope I bump into Arteta one day. I'm gonna have a legendary conversation with him. I couldn't speak to him in Orlando. His security guard was just ushering him away from us. I'll be like, bro, come on. We've had some problems. You know, I've had some real issues with you as a manager. But go and win that title. 2 players in January and we're cooking people. 49 minutes gone in this, 5 minutes added on. Just blow the whistle. Oh, Vega for Mexico shoots high and wide. It's been a poor game. I would tell him I used to call him the cone man, Pep's cone man. I don't know if I'd get away with it, but I'd tell him. I'd be honest. I'd say, listen, I will be totally honest. I used to call you Pep's cone man. But now I'd say you're Pep's water boy instead. You've upgraded. I wouldn't say that bit. But yeah, I'd tell him. Goon Jack, be honest, Curtis, do you think Messi is slowing the Argentinians' progress? I mean, I can't say that because it's Lionel and it sounds too disrespectful. But, and then if they take him out, who are they going to bring in? It's not like they got someone, oh, here's Messi. Gets the ball out wide. Chance for Argentina. Ball whipped in. It's blocked at the near post. Corner just before half time. We're in the 50th minute, people. Big C, do you think he knows who you are? I reckon, I would say, right, I've spoken to somebody when we was in Orlando, right, and he said to me, right, that the Arsenal players and people who work in Arsenal, they know about a lot of content creators. He said you would be surprised because they try and get the feeling amongst the fan base. So, and the halftime whistle goes, by the way. It was a stinker of a first half. The best thing about that half was the 2-footed challengers that were flying in. Horrible first half. He said to me, because they have press officers, right? So, for example, I don't know if anybody remembers, right? When Wenger left, they announced that Arteta was the favourite to get the job. So what they do, they'll leak it through The Athletic, they'll leak it through John Cross, and they'll go on AFTV, they'll go on, you know, YouTube channels and see what the general feeling is. And what people were saying is, because there was a big backlash, everyone was like, nah, man, we don't want Arteta. They changed their mind, and then obviously the second time they got a bit more brave. But yeah, I think they would know. I think they would know. Abhinav, better get them in the UFC ring than a football pitch. It's been a poor game, it's just not nice to watch. Messi is getting clamped here. He barely had the ball this half. And when he gets it, there's 2 or 3 players on him. AirPod Albert apparently loves CSTV because of the love he gets here. Listen, I spoke to him briefly. Didn't get to say much to him, but yeah, he was cool, man. He seems all right. I can't lie. Process could have started 2 years earlier. Honestly, if I did an interview with Mikel Arteta, it would be unbelievable. They probably wouldn't even let me ask the questions. They'd edit it all out. I would ask some real good questions to him, man. I'm telling you. Shaquille said, I respect Messi. He knows when the time is right to walk away like Ferguson, but unlike Ronaldo, who's moving like Wenger. I think when you're in any sport, I think the key is to leave on top. Don't do what Mike Tyson did, where you're getting beat up by some, you know, boxers, Danny Williams on Channel 5. Try and leave on the top of your game, and that's the key. It's very difficult to let go in sport and in football. You know, very difficult. João Felix wants to leave Atletico, has asked his agent to find him a new club. Arsenal are monitoring the situation. Assassin's coming in with all sorts of news today. Let's have a look. Let's have a little Arsenal half-time. Yeah, there's people putting up Photoshop pictures of him in an Arsenal kit. Darren Arsenal, who usually gets pretty good info, said that Arsenal have twice tried to sign João Felix on loan with a view to a permanent move, was rejected both times. João Felix has decided to leave Atletico in January after a complete breakdown between him and Diego Simeone. Wow. We could be talking about that story tomorrow, people. People saying reunite João Felix with Thomas Partey. Yeah, there's another one here. João Felix wants to leave Madrid, has asked his agent to find a new club. Arsenal are monitoring the situation of the Portuguese striker. Could Arsenal say, right, we'll take him on loan, give a big loan fee, and then say guaranteed transfer at the end of the season? For me, it depends how expensive he is, because I like João Felix, but if you're talking 80, 90 million, I'm not signing him, because I would rather sign Rafael Leao. Like people saying there, Osimhen. I don't know if João Felix for 80, 90 million would really appeal to me. But if we signed him, yeah, I'd be absolutely shameless, because I think he's an absolute baller. I'm just not sure. Number one, where do you play him in the Arsenal team? Listen, we're going to talk about that tomorrow. There's the headline already. Let's have a look at this Gakpo story to Man United for the Man United fans in the chat. And even if you're not a Man United fan, he was obviously linked with Arsenal. Cody Gakpo, Footy Insider said Man United. So when we read it here, Man United are close to agreeing the deal with Cody Gakpo, not with PSV. It says PSV don't want to sell him in January, and the price tag is set to increase after his dazzling start to the World Cup. So listen, agreeing the deal with the player means nothing. Arsenal agreed the deal with Luis Suarez. And we all know how that worked out. Excuse me. I was getting indigestion here. So that doesn't mean much. Gakpo agreeing personal terms with Manchester United is not difficult. You know, what's his new contract worth, Gakpo? Gakpo wages. He was on 19 grand a week. Apparently he earns about 50,000 a week on this new deal. I mean, Manu will offer him 90 grand, 100 grand. It's easy. So, yeah, I don't think there's much in that story. People saying Darren also said later on that he thinks João Felix to Arsenal is extremely unlikely to happen in January. The disrespect on CR37, how can you retire looking that good? Maybe catwalk into it. People have to understand with Ronaldo, he got 24 goals last year. Felix gives me Shai Havertz vibes. Yeah, he's not a striker, but he's not a number 10. He's like a false 9, but he's a bit lightweight. I just don't know with João Felix in the Prem at Arsenal. I think on a sunny, he gives me Odegaard vibes in the sense that sunny afternoon at the Emirates, João Felix will look like a dream. You know, in the pouring rain at Everton in February with, who plays centre-back for them? Tarkowski studding you down the back of your Achilles. I just don't know, man. I don't know with that one. And he's going to cost big money. It is a luxury signing, 100%. So I don't know. I don't think that one will happen. Ish, I agree with that. He's a Pep player. He would be great for Pep. Chris said Darwin Núñez was so poor against Arsenal in the Europa League for Benfica, but improved, so the same for Gakpo. I actually think Darwin Núñez is a good player. I love his movement. Gakpo is... I don't know. He hasn't passed the eye test for me yet, Gakpo. If you type him in on Google and look at his stats, you go, oh my God, what a player. Look at the goals and assists, get him in. When I watch him, I'm like, don't look great. But if you can get him for 30, 40 million, for 45, 50 million for Man United, is light work. So I can understand why clubs... Listen, it's a difficult market to get top players. So if a guy's putting up numbers, you're going to take a chance on him. Why not? Man United, it's light work. Omid said, Big C as a Madrid fan, I wanted Felix back in 2019. I watch every Atletico game because I want my rival to lose. And when I watch Felix, it reminds me of Odegaard. At least Odegaard presses and defends. Maddison over Felix. Wow. Messi should share his Ballon d'Ors with Xavi and Iniesta because he's nothing without them. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Messi slander. Whew. ESPN. Well, and you know what? Let me not read all this. It seems like they've put out a long story. Great atmosphere at the ground. The quality is lacking. Messi can't get in the game. And Mexico are kicking Argentina all over the pitch. I'm hoping this game comes to life in the second half because the reality is Argentina don't want to be drawing this game. They really don't. Putting all that pressure. Mason Mount has rejected a new contract offer worth more than 200k a week before the World Cup. Hey, Assassin, you're moving you're moving legendary in the comments, you know. You're moving legendary. All right, Cody Mystified has asked for it. They want it again. They said rerun it back. We know recency bias and all that. The other day, I think it was, what was it? The late 60% was Messi. So we're going to run it back again, just for a bit of debate. More polls than a strip club. Who's the best of this generation? That's how I'm going to word it. Cristiano Ronaldo or Lionel Messi? It's horrible that we have this debate all the time because it's almost impossible to just say both of them, innit? It's like you've got to say one over the other. Rance called Mbappe a bum. Oh, come on, bro. He's serious. He's a top baller, man. Neville saying people aren't scared of Messi anymore. It's not a lie. I think the thing now is if Messi skipped you 5 years ago, 3 years ago, if he got half a yard away from you, he would explode and get away from you with the pace. Now, you can overrun him now. You can overpower him. Messi looks like, you know, as you get older and you play football, right? You know when you're getting older because you start aching for 2 days. You know, when you was younger, you could play a game Saturday morning. You'd be playing again by Saturday afternoon, then Sunday morning. I feel like Messi aches for 2 days now when he plays. He's looking old and he looks like you can just crunch him and hurt him, you know. I feel sorry for him. He needs to chill. Get Messi to the MLS, man. He can't do this. Hopefully he turns up second half and proves us all wrong. Assassin, who's like my very own Sky Sports News in the comments. Milinkovic-Savic has reached an agreement with Juventus on salary. Juve must now reach an agreement over the fee. Some other leagues are strange, aren't they, in the sense that I don't know about Serie A, maybe, but I feel like teams will sell their best player to another team in Italy. It's almost like, right, we've got a great player at Udinese or Juventus, you have him. Or Lazio will go to him and say, take him. Where in England, we try and get them out of the country so that they don't affect us in the league. Milinkovic-Savic, good player I would be looking at. E. Ross said his girlfriend just heard you, gave me a stink eye about the strip club. Hey, tell her, it's all right. There's no problem. We're good, people. We're good. Big C, would you take Alexis Vega from Mexico? I mean, listen, he looks like a tank. I don't know if he's that good. I don't know. I haven't seen enough of him. Get Messi to Sunday League. Listen, he would not survive, mate, on Hackney Marshes. They'd kick him in the ear. MD said Ronaldo can't even dribble. That's harsh, man. Surely Ronnie's got some dribbling. Pep Teta, big up Big C shopping mall in Thailand. Big up, big up. I'm going to message him. I want 10%. Magnificent Jafar. Curtis, I think the criticism around Messi is unfair. When you look around him, some players are bang average. Unlike Ronaldo, has better players around him where he doesn't need to work hard. The thing is, before the tournament, a lot of people, and I mean a lot of people, were saying Argentina one of the favourites. Haven't lost in 3 years, won the Copa America. All of a sudden, they've looked bad for a couple of games. Oh no, there's no way Messi can perform in this team. This team's terrible. But I never heard none of that before. When they won the Copa America, nobody said that because they were performing in the Copa America. And they beat Brazil in the final. So what's happened to them all of a sudden? They look bang average to me. They look bang average. The shape, the balance isn't right. I don't know what's lacking, but it just doesn't look right to me. Doesn't look right. Lack of creativity. From midfield to that front three, the ball just doesn't get there. It just doesn't. T.I. said, all of a sudden Messi fans come with the excuse Argentina has worse players. Broad said, I was never, ever thinking Argentina were favourites. They lack balance. They have done for years. And the thing is, when they got to the World Cup final that year, their team wasn't even great that year. They had a few good players. Mascherano, I think Higuain was there. It wasn't a great team then. They just, the togetherness. They don't look together. For a team that's won the Copa America, where's the togetherness? And they just don't seem to be able to create chances. John said, Big C, stop doing these polls. We will not stop doing these polls, John. We will not stop doing these polls. Messi or Ronaldo, let's go. Gary Neville says, players aren't fearful of Messi anymore. I'm going to tweet, almost sad to see Messi like this. Hope he turns up second half. Yeah, he's been non-existent. Gary Neville slaughtered him as well, and it looks like everyone's running with that. Second half is underway. Come on, ref, blow your whistle. Can we get a moment of magic from Messi in this second half? He was pretty non-existent. Come on, ref, blow the whistle, man. Here we go. Second half underway, people. We could be 45 minutes away from the end of Lionel Messi's career. Speaking on interviews, what's your take on True Geordie interview of Tyson Fury? Do you know what? Honestly, I've seen clips of it. I got no interest. I just got no interest in it, Chris. I haven't seen the full interview, so don't hate Messi. Just be glad he is still playing. I am. You know, I'm a massive fan of both of them. You know what? When I have the conversation, people ask all the time, Messi, Ronaldo. I'm like, do you know what? I genuinely really appreciate both of them. They're so different. And we're lucky. We are genuinely very lucky, man. You know, think about the next generation, right? Like my kids' age and that. They're going to grow up possibly. They might grow up Haaland and Mbappe as their two main players. Possibly. Could be someone else. Could be Pedri. I don't know. We've just had a Messi and Ronaldo generation. Two of the greatest footballers to ever play the game. Just back to back. Ballon d'Or. Champions Leagues. You know, we're very fortunate to have seen this generation. You know what I mean? Very fortunate. So it is important that we appreciate both of them while we've still got them. But yeah, I think they've got to understand where they're at in their career. You know, I think as much as, okay, the interview and a lot of what Ronaldo said about Manchester United was true. You know, the chef still ain't doing nothing. At United, but also you've got to understand you're not the player you was 5 years ago, you know. But we got to be thankful. Two of the best to ever play the game. Assassin's back. Alex Iwobi is set to sign a new 3.5-year deal worth 100 grand a week. His wages will be increased from 70 to 100. He's had a good season, Iwobi. And I'm not going to cap. When we sold Iwobi, I was celebrating. I thought we'd robbed Everton. To get 35 million for Iwobi, I thought was incredible business. But he's doing well. He's doing well this season. Having a good season in that 10 role. Here come Mexico. Lozano with this shot. Should have passed. Had players in support as well. This second half is going to be lively one way or another. Ball hooked up in the air. Emma Martinez comes and collects it. Either Messi becomes the hero or maybe it's the end of him for Argentina. Let me end the poll. Is it a bit closer? What was it the other day? I think it was about 67, 68%. 65% still say Messi. 35% say Cristiano Ronaldo. People saying, is assassin Fabrizio Romano. Here we go. 3 minutes into the second half, people. Big game. Assassin should become Big C personal. Here we go. Tapping merchant. More than welcome. More than welcome. Babatunde, thank you for the super chat, bro. Hope you're well. Big up, Big C. I feel the beauty of this game is check out when the ovation is loud. I feel sorry for Messi and Ronaldo. They are doing themselves dirty. Ooh. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. Broad said Messi over Ronaldo. You all need a timeout. Broads is very much CR7 FC. United for Life said Argentina have no pace. It's true, really. Who's their runner? Mexico on the ball. The pass wasn't great. Lozano moaning, saying, play the ball in front of me. I've said many times that pace, I think, will be the difference in this World Cup. You look at Brazil, like we said the other day, Vinicius, Neymar, Richarlison, they've got pace. Martinelli came on. Rodrigo came on, looked very quick. You look at France, Mbappe, Dembele. I think this Argentina team does lack pace. Who's their runner? Who's going to stretch the defense? You can play a high line against them and handle that attack. Broad said, I feel like I'm watching Vanarama National League. Here's Messi. Here's Messi. Wow. Oh, my days. That's GBH. That is GBH. They have absolutely wiped him out. Two of them tackled him at the same time. To me, to you settings, the Chuckle Brothers. And Messi it looked like he was about to do one of them mad goals there. Gets the ball. He's off. Good little pass. He's off. Guy's on him. Gutierrez not having it. Bang! Ay, ay, ay. These Mexicans are not playing games, people. I'm telling you. Lick down every blood clot thing. Teddy Brookshot settings, man. Now, people, free kick, right of centre, 25 yards out. Lionel Messi. This is the script written, surely. Bend this into the top corner. Ochoa's wearing, looks like an old David Villa Spanish shirt in goal with the headband on. Is this the moment? Is this the moment? I feel like this is the moment. Honestly, come on, Lionel. I am impartial here, by the way, but I don't know. It feels like, I just want to see greatness. Can Messi bend this in the top corner? If this goes in, the neighbours are not going to be happy because the noise is about to turn up. Dark Arts in full force. This is a brilliant position. 25 yards, right of centre. It's Messi. It's horrendous. It's a mess. It's a Lionel mess. That is a terrible free kick. Lionel, I'm telling you, these blue and white stripes, they're heavy on him, man. I'm telling you. It's like when you're doing the bicep curls, man. The Barcelona kit is 10 kg on each arm, nice and light. This is 25 kg on each arm. He can't do it. That's an awful free kick. That was Messi for real. Terrible. Messi isn't good at free kicks anymore. I don't know what's going off. Cody mystified his team CR7 as well. He said, that's your man's goat. That's a Ronaldo free kick there, said MD. Oh, right. What's Messi doing, man? A false manager said there was a laser shining on him. I'm sure they're used to it now. PSG always get it. The jersey's too heavy for him. NR11, I grew up on Zidane, Messi, Neymar, and Zlatan. Feel sorry for the next generation. I'm telling you. Who are they going to idolise in the next generation? And also, it's not just how good the players were. And I know I sound like an old man here. Oh, it's not like it was in my day. I'm doing all that. But it's the personality. Zidane had pure personality. Man cussed his mum, he headbutted him and got sent off. Got a standing ovation at the airport. That's personality, fam. Ronaldinho was a party animal. Wayne Rooney had grannies in the hotel. It's all mad. These men are Haaland, these men are robots. They've been media trained. They're well behaved. They don't do anything. It's all, it's just not the same. But hey, listen, I don't want to seem like an old man, you know. Back in my day, it was all better than this, blah, blah, blah. You know you're getting old when you start saying that, you know. I say this to Cruz now when he puts his music on. I'm like, this ain't hip hop, fam. This is mumble rap. This ain't like Mobb Deep. This ain't Tupac. This ain't D Block. This ain't G Unit. He just looks at me like, old man, relax yourself, man, and just appreciate what Lil Baby's doing on this track. So I have to get with the times at the same time. So if it's mumble rap, then we're going to mumble. We'll mumble our way through it, people. You know what I mean? Rooney. Big up Rooney, man. Hey, listen, young Wayne Rooney was a special player. Let's be real. Yeah, old man C, man. I'm moving like an old man. But them man had personality back in the day, man. But it is what it is. Yeah, this ain't Wu-Tang, you know what I mean? Man said Suarez was a vampire. Granny settings. Come on, man. We need a goal. I can't have a 0-0. This is my third World Cup watch-along. Oh, no, I had a 0-0 last night. It's my fourth. I had Argentina, Saudi Arabia. I did England, America. France, Denmark earlier, and now this. Come on. Here's Rodrigo de Paul for Argentina. Gives it away. Honestly, this is painful to watch. I might have to do Argentina therapy in the morning. Rowan said Chris Tucker or Kevin Hart. Chris Tucker by an absolute mile for me. I like Kevin Hart, but I think at times he's over the top. I've had this debate a number of times as well, with people who love Kevin Hart. I think Kevin Hart's funny, but I think the best comedians are the ones who are just laid back, and it just feels like it happens naturally. You know, Eddie Murphy was my favourite growing up. I love Richard Pryor. You know, Chris Tucker is unbelievable. Kevin Hart, for me, forces the joke on you too much sometimes. He is funny, but that's not even close. Like, that ain't even... That's like West Brom or Man City. Oh! Argentina on the attack, ball whipped in, it's cleared. I thought we were going to have a tap in there. It's a great clearance. Cat Williams is good as well. Dave Chappelle, the GOAT for you, false manager. It's like watching lockdown Arsenal. Where is Dybala? I don't understand with Dybala. Even Buenos Aires Gunner, he don't rate him at all. I'm still prepared for that celebration. I love that celebration. Money Talks with Chris Tucker. Oh, what a film. Watched it many times. Great film. Here's Lozano, left-hand side. Chris Tucker, that's the one with... Sorry, not Chris Tucker. Money Talks. Is that... Charlie Sheen's in that as well, right? I've definitely seen it. Here's Messi. Come on, Lionel, man. Di Maria skips him. The guy's got back. He's going to clatter him. No, they keep the ball. Bernie Mac. Oh, Bernie Mac's one of the best. How high? Come on, man. Method Man, Redman. Of course, my bro. Of course. Bernie Mac's unbelievable. One of my favourites. God rest his soul, man. Unbelievable. Jacob Jackson missed the England v US game. We was just watching your stream. Really excited to see Musa, Adams and McKennie grow together. Big up from Dallas. Big up Jacob Jackson. I tell you what, America, they battered the England midfield. And when you think that they're talking about Bellingham, 100 million. Declan Rice, 80 million. And Mason Mount's just turned down 200 grand a week. And yet McKennie, who nearly signed for Burnley last year. Adams, who is at Leeds. And Musa, who Arsenal let go as a youngster. Fernandez comes on for Argentina. Who was that who came off? Rodriguez comes off. Yeah, America destroyed England's midfield. Totally destroyed it. Bring on Dybala, give him the 10. This is when I know Buenos Aires Gunner's desperate. He's prepared to bring him on. He's not a fan of him either. Get Dybala on. I heard a rumour a long time ago. I don't know how true it is, but I heard that Messi doesn't like Dybala. I don't know if that's true. Could be totally made up. But this is what, and I've heard a few people say it. Messi doesn't get on with him, and that's why they don't pick him. But it could be just paper talk, you know. This game is like watching Arsenal v Brighton. At least there was a few goals in that. Charlie Sheen was in it, right? Yeah, I definitely seen that one. Messi's lost all interest. When you know that you can produce something and you know you've got it in you, you know, the interest is higher. When you feel like you're struggling, you don't really want to be on the pitch. And I think Messi, you got to remember, Messi's playing in the French league for PSG. They win nearly every week. If he doesn't score, so what? Mbappe scores, Neymar scores. That league is light work. This is difficult. It's the World Cup. Look at Messi. Here he is now. You know, there's about 4 players on him. He can't do anything. Broad said, I heard Kane don't like Ivan Toney. Maybe it's the bets. It's the bets, Broads. It's the bets, as Kev would probably say. Look at Messi, my goodness me. I'm being totally honest. I think this is sad to see. What we're seeing tonight. I mean, the team aren't helping him. We got to be honest. He's 35 years of age, playing against a Mexican team that looked like they would run through a brick wall. And there's no service. There's a lack of movement. There's a lack of creativity. I don't really know. I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what he can do. I feel sorry for him. Ball whipped in. Mexico cleared away. Yeah, Broads, apologies. I missed the joke. It went right over my head. It's been a long game. Tony, I think he will get a ban. I read that Trippier had 12 bets and he got a 10 game ban for 12 bets. Ivan Toney has done over 200 bets. So 12 bets. 12 bets got a 10 game ban. What's 200 bets going to do? You know what I mean? I think he could be out for the rest of the season. Which that could genuinely put Brentford in relegation trouble without him. So I bet they'll be fuming. I'm here all week, people. I'm here all week. Messi looking like Denzel at the end of training day. What a film, by the way. Man says, I'm putting cases on all you mother... I'm not going to swear, but you know what's going on. The spit was flying out of his mouth. It was epic. What a scene, by the way. I don't even think Messi's got that much energy to say that. Messi looks knackered. Messi looks knackered, man. Just put him out of his misery. Just take him off. Now, I'm sticking by him, man. We can't have this. This ain't right. Just give him a penalty or something. He needs something. This ain't fair, man. Tony's in serious trouble. No more talk of him coming to Arsenal. Let's focus on Osimhen. I'm telling you now, Arsenal are not going to buy Osimhen for 80-odd million when they've got Jesus, man. If they buy another striker, it's going to be someone cheap and cheerful who's willing to sit on the bench. Assassin's back. Arsenal have reportedly told sponsors they are very confident of a new deal for Saka over the line on a new contract worth nearly £200,000 a week, as reported by Footy Insider. Big up yourself, man. Big up yourself, Assassin. Keep coming with that news, man. Keep us informed. I'm King Kong in this mother. Yo, I feel like watching Training Day now. I love that film, by the way. I love that film. You can't beat... You can't beat a bit of Training Day, man. Denzel going crazy at the end. Messi in his Argentina form is not the same as his club form. That's an understatement. Live on TV, Messi's last show. I'm just looking at the group. So what would a draw do for Argentina? I mean, it keeps them in. So they would be playing... Oh, and they're playing Poland, who are top. A draw, and they're out against Poland. Even a win could actually knock them out on goal difference. If they only won 1-0. So basically, if Argentina draw this game, if they were to win 1-0 against Poland, and Saudi Arabia and Mexico, either one of them teams were to win, Argentina would still be out. Argentina basically will have to beat Poland by 2 clear goals. So a draw's terrible for them. Lautaro Martinez and is it Montiel comes off Molina, and Alvarez, the Manchester City striker, comes on. Still no Dybala. The man can't get a kick. Sad end to the Messi Ronaldo era. Listen, Messi will have his feet up right now in the hotel room going, I got a chance to win the World Cup while Messi could be going home. Curtly, put some respect on my name. I'm just saying, like, you know what I mean? I've watched plenty of films. American Gangster, come on. Show me some respect. Do you know what I mean? Man said, see, the thing is, you're either somebody or you're nobody. Goes and gets Idris Elba, just BAM! Just licks his head off. Man said, have I watched American Gangster? I love that film, man. You know, I love my hip-hop and my street gangsters and all that. Frank Lucas and all that. Is Messi? Messi! Oh! Lionel Messi! Write him off at your peril! Oh! Get in there! Lionel Messi! 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 Come on! Greatness! Write him off at your peril! He's been non-existent all game. But goats don't just disappear, people. He's not ready to go home. Messi, look at the passion. He's almost in tears. Oh, puta madre. Let's go. It's Lionel. Great moment. Edge of the box, 25 yards out. Drills it in the bottom corner. Yes. Greatness. Write him off at your peril, people. Lionel Messi drills it in the bottom corner. And Argentina come to life. Lionel, always rated him. That's a great moment. That gets him going in this World Cup. Wasn't you supposed to be neutral? I know, I get caught up in the moment, man. I'm sorry. It's Lionel, man. You know, we share the same birthday. I love him. He's one of the best players. Speedy's having a meltdown. Lionel Messi. What a moment. You know why I love that moment so much, yeah? Because he was angry in the celebration. Like, what? You man are writing me off. Do you know what I've done in this game? Big up Buenos Aires. Go! Vamos la puta madre. Vamos Messi, carajo. Lionel blood clot Messi, man. Let's go. Greatness. Limbs. You know Messi, right? You know when he gets angry in the celebration, I get gassed. Because people say Messi's quite a laid-back, quiet character. So when I see that kind of emotion in the celebration, I can't cope with it. I'm gassed. I'm so gassed. It's Messi, man. Are you crazy? He can't be going home. He needs to be here till the end, man. I want to see Messi against Ronaldo. CR7 just smashed his hotel TV. Ah, Lionel. Come on! Buenos Aires going a big up. I've always rated him. We were saying get him off for Dybala. Oh, man, what a moment. That's one of the moments of the World Cup for me. I mean, I'm here for greatness. That's what I want to see, greatness. I don't want to see Messi getting sent home in the group stage. He just drilled it bottom corner. I love the celebration. I love it. He was going mad. Talking to the sky and everything. Like I said, when Messi scores, it's like he's talking to, you know, he's saying, thank you for making me so great. I'm not going to waste this talent. What a finish. Driller. Bottom corner. Greatness only, people. CR7 just fired his share. Oh, dear. Aye, he needed that, Lionel, I'm telling you. When Messi held up the shirt v Real Madrid, yeah, that's one of the most iconic celebrations. Ronaldo calmed down in the new camp as well. But the shirt, Lionel, the last dance. Are you mad? He ain't ready to go home yet, people. He ain't ready to go home. CR7. Just called Piers Morgan. He said, we need to do part 3 of the interview. Mexico on the ball, though. This changes the whole dynamics of the group now. Let me refresh that, man. Where's the group now? This puts Argentina second in the group now, which changes everything. They still might have to win, though. Yeah, they would still have to win against Poland. Ball whipped in for Mexico. Because they're playing... no, if Saudi Arabia and Mexico drew, then a draw would be enough for Argentina against Poland. But if Mexico or Saudi Arabia win in that game, yeah, so they may still have to win. Then they're second in the group. Buenos Aires said he's so drunk. Big up, man. Enjoy yourself. Di Maria and McAllister coming off for Argentina. Is Dybala going to kick a ball? Di Maria's been poor again, by the way. He doesn't. Something just not right with him. Maybe he's just passed it. Run the Messi v Ronaldo ball. Gary Neville's just wet himself. Gary Neville in the mud, mate. Man said, what? People aren't scared of me no more. Puta! No Dybala. He brings on Palacios and Romero. Hey, listen, if ever you want to mess up a situation, you bring a Tottenham player on. Romero is on. Chris said the Argentinian Ryan Fraser. I don't know who ever called him that, you know. Let me know who once called him that. I'd love to know. All right, it might have been me, but yeah, it made sense. Dybala is injured. There's no Dybala. Oh, is he injured? He's named on the bench, I think. They've named him on the bench, but maybe he's just there for vibes. Messi just needs to advance past the group. It's a shame to exit the tournament with the likes of... Nah, man, listen. Hopefully they get through. I want to see all the big hitters in the knockout stage. You know, I'm not trying to see big players like that disappear. Here's Messi. Come on, let's get another one. Oh, good ball. Chance for Argentina. Shot wide. Terrible technique. Molina on the volley. Good ball there by Acuna. Should do better than that. Edge of the box. He's unmarked. That shooting technique is absolutely horrible. That's Sunday League techers. Dane said, Big C, it doesn't have to be a clean shot. It can also be a messy one. I'm with you. I'm right there with you. That's the kind of dad joke I would have tried. Broads drops them jokes as well. So, yeah, I'm right there with you. Yeah, a messy one. Why not? Di Maria was one of their better players. Okay, listen, I'm caught up in the hype. Maybe he played well. Every time I looked up, I didn't see him do much, but it is what it is. I still don't think they've been great going forward, to be honest. But the goal changes the feeling, you know? I got a feeling. Ooh. Nah, let me not do that. The high notes, I'll destroy them. Goal kick, is that? Yeah, Mexico have been poor in this second half. I can't lie. Broad said he's proud. If you haven't mastered the technique, don't try it. I don't know what kind of technique that was. Lionel. This is like a Copper America fixture. This tackles flying. Big C, Yardman style, yeah? Big C pulled off the old Muhammad Ali rope-a-dope. Oh, man. I love it. Seeing him go mad like that, I'm like, yo, I feel like it hits Messi different for Argentina, you know. He's frustrated, so it makes him angry. It's not like Barca where he just won quite easily. He has to fight for this. It's different. How can you leave Messi unmarked 25 yards out like that? They've defended all game, Mexico, really well. That one time they switch off Messi on the edge of the box unmarked. That's it. He'll take the game away from you. He'll pull the game away. Messi, I called him Lessie. Messi lured them to sleep and then struck. That, for me, is one of the moments of the World Cup. Throw into Mexico. Tackles are still flying. He hasn't ran much, Messi. I tell you that. He doesn't run too much. Didn't you say Messi should go to the MLS? Honestly, I stand by it. I think Messi should have one last go this year. Try and win the Champions League with PSG. I think he should chill after this. Honestly, I don't think. And he did an interview the other day where he said, I'm not going to be playing for too many more seasons. I don't think. And there was a story going around as well that his family haven't settled in Paris. I know Barcelona were saying to be trying to get him back, but I don't think he should go back there. He left there as, possibly their greatest ever player. So don't go back there and spoil it. For me, go MLS, play for Inter Miami, take some shares in the club. Beckham's offering him shares in the club, and go and chill, go and rip up the MLS, Apparently he's got a big house in Miami. Last season in the Champions League. I called him Lessie. He's played like Lessie tonight, actually, until he scored that goal, and then Messi turned up. De Paul is a weak link in this team. Ball over the top. We got 17 minutes to go. Man said, Kamani said, don't pull a CR7, go back to X. Once it's over, man. Let it go. You know what I mean? Move on. Don't go back to Barca and spoil the legacy, man. You've done your thing already. Loads of people on Twitter talking about some John Barnes interview. Saying he's spitting facts. I'm going to have to listen to that. Man said tacos flying all over the place. Saw Messi doing a Pepsi advert. It's like, bro, how much money do you need? Listen, inflation is real, man. Even them at the top of the tax bracket could do with an extra couple of million, Amberley said, you're not wrong, Curtis. Look what going back to United did to Ronaldo, wrecked his legacy. I don't think he's completely ruined the legacy, but I think he's definitely tarnished it a little bit. Only Thierry can go back and deliver. That's right. Don't forget that goal against Leeds, man. Iconic moment. What have Mexico got? They've been poor in this second half. 16 minutes to go. They got, I tell you one thing. Here's Messi again. Oh, he had a heavy touch. He could have been on a madness there. He was about to do an old school Messi and run past 2 or 3, but he had a heavy touch. Romero is bang average, says Jamar. I know Tottenham fans love him, but he's been awful in this tournament. Big up everyone in the community, man. Nearly 1,000 in here. Really appreciate it. 28 of you on Twitch. Like the video. I've really enjoyed this game. Even though it hasn't been a great game, the interaction, the jokes, it's been quality. Community have carried me through. And I'd like another goal, though. I think we need one more goal. Just for, excitement levels. CR7, I love United. Also CR7, I was close to City. Listen, he would have gone to City. Let's be real, he was going there. Until he got the emotional blackmail phone call from Alex Ferguson. Assassin said, Man United have held talks about re-signing 28-year-old Netherlands forward Memphis Depay, who may cancel his contract. Spoke about this the other day. About Arsenal signing him for 5 million. Now they're saying free agent. You won't even have to pay for it. But yeah, is he going to go back to Man United? I don't know if Arsenal are even being linked with him in the last couple of days since that story came out. So maybe it was just paper talk. Maybe he feels he's got unfinished business. Bad news for C. He loves Depay. Listen, for 5 mil, I think it was a good signing. I want Zaha, man. Don't worry about Memphis. Get Wilf. John Barnes is a class act. I'll have to listen to what he said. Patrick said, imagine Nando's FC fan said Romero is better than Saliba. Not a chance. Was at the Leeds game, cried my eyes out. Listen, why not? Why not, man? Tears of joy. Big C, Prime Van Persie or Anelka. I loved Anelka's pace. Oh, Messi couldn't get the ball there. Cross from Alvarez. Prime Van Persie was unbelievable. Let's be real. He was world class. But I actually like Anelka more than Van Persie. That's not me saying he's better. I just liked him. The pace, the celebration, Le Souk, all of that. Messi, can he keep it in? I think that's gone out. Goes out for a goal kick. Yeah, Van Persie probably the better player, but I liked Anelka. I loved Anelka, in fact. Any live games tomorrow? So tomorrow, people, the only game I'm doing is I'm doing the evening game. What's the game? Spain v Germany. Spain versus Germany tomorrow night. 7 p.m. So we'll be live 6:45, 6:30 around there. The other games, what we got tomorrow: Japan, Costa Rica, Tomiyasu, Belgium, Morocco, Croatia, Canada. Yeah, Spain, Germany tomorrow night, people. So if Germany lose that, they're out the World Cup. That'll be the first big team. Van Persie's volley. Listen, I'm not saying Anelka was better than Van Persie. Don't get me wrong. Van Persie was outrageous. Technically, one of the best players I've seen at Arsenal. The touch, the spins, the left foot. I just liked Anelka more as a player. I loved the pace and all of that. So this is what John Barnes said. Regarding the World Cup, we all have views about the abuses within the Qatari society, but what about our society? The inequality, the racism, the abuse of LGBT people. Let's focus on the UK. Listen, facts. Keep saying it. And I'm not going to get too political, right? Because I have to be careful what I say, because YouTube send out guideline emails, right? Saying, don't say much about this topic and that topic and this, that, the other. So I have to be careful. But I always say, you know, look at the, like he said, look at the stuff that has gone off in this country. You know, the last World Cup was in Russia. Why is there only outrage when it's in Qatar? I don't understand that. Why was it not a problem? There was no problem when the Euros was in England. Do you know the things that the English government have done and the Russian World Cup? What? Why was that not? It's not a problem. I don't believe in picking and choosing when these things are a problem. It's a problem everywhere or it's a problem nowhere. Either do something about it or... And the worst thing about it, these men want the footballers to try and fix the mess. What about the politicians? We've known about this World Cup for 10 years. The politicians had all the time in the world to sit down and say, I don't agree with that. Let's try and sort that. But you want, oh, yeah, put an armband on with this on it. And yeah, that'll sort everything. No, it won't. Ain't going to do anything. It's a token gesture. So, yeah, like I said, let me not say too much, but either be about that life or don't do anything. That's what I believe. And these lot are caught in between. You're trying to make the footballers do. Come on, man. Them man, just let them play football. Politicians, you do what you need to do. These men just want to play football and go home, you know. But it is what it is. It is what it is, man. There's a lot of hypocrisy in this. But anyway, let me not get into it too much. Trying to destroy players' careers, bringing them into politics. Some of these men aren't even, you know, that Kane, oh yeah, I'm going to wear the armband, mate. I don't agree with that. Right, you'll get a yellow card if you wear it. Man went, yo. Dash. Man dashed that as far as he could. Man said, yo, stand up. You know, we're all together. I'm not going to allow it. Man said, yo, you wear that yellow card. Man, Lord Clark, dash, get rid of that. I said, what? I thought you was about that life, bro. You know what I mean? You're either about that life or not. But it's unfair that they're trying to make the players do their jobs for them. Let the politicians do their job. What are they getting all that money for? But anyway, let me not say too much before they, you know, before I can't even do a live stream tomorrow, you know. It is what it is. But yeah, big up. Prime Cazorla or Prime Frimpong. Dench Frimpong, you know. Virtual signaling, exactly. Anyway, 9 minutes to go. Free kick to Mexico. Headed across goal. Emmy collects it. It was a poor header, really. He needed to go back across goal. Kurt, not interested in international football anyway. It's the biggest thing that annoys me about this is I'm not watching Arsenal. Nah, it'll be good. It'll be good when it comes back, you know. It'll be good when it comes back. Just embrace the World Cup. We wait 4 years for it. Let's try and enjoy it, innit? Do you know what I mean? It'll be exciting when club football comes back. Prime Zlatan or David Villa? I mean, I liked David Villa, but I think Zlatan was a little bit... I think he was a bit better. Even though it didn't work out for him at Barca. This game's been really boring. I want one more goal. It'll add a bit of excitement. Throw in down by the corner flag to Argentina. 8 minutes to go, people. 8 minutes to go. World Cup's felt soulless. I'm trying to like I've seen a lot of content. Obviously, Robbie and them man are over there, and the stuff that I'm seeing, it looks great over there. The fans are vibrant. The stadiums are modern. There's lots of shops, lots of things to do. It looks like people are having a good time over there. I think the tournament's been all right. I wouldn't say it's not the best World Cup, but I certainly think it's been all right. It's a shame that a lot of the stadiums are not sold out for the games, but very expensive to get over there, and a lot of the hotels and stuff are expensive, and obviously inflation and stuff going on in the world at the moment. It's not easy for a lot of fans to get over there. And listen, we're used. It's a lot of the time it's what you're used to, isn't it? We're used to a World Cup in the summer, hot weather, around friends, outside, whatever. Now it's winter, it's dark, it's cold, it's raining. It feels different watching a World Cup. So it's just something we're not used to, and it's a one-off at the end of the day. So let's just see. And I think as the latter stages turn up, it'll be better, because when the better teams are going head to head and stuff, I'm enjoying it. Knuckles said, I'm loving the World Cup. I'm well in it. There's been a couple of upsets. The talent pool is lacking compared. I would say that. I think individual brilliance. This is what I'm saying about the standards from back in the day. Individual brilliance is not as high in this tournament. You're not seeing players going, wow, what a player. It's like teams are grinding out results and that. But listen, it's... And yeah, Mark, you're right. Maybe it's different because the Euros was moved forward to 2021. We've had 2 international tournaments in 2 years, which we don't usually have. Ball into the area. Mexico are still well in this game. And they've won a corner. 6 minutes to go. What's the best World Cup you've seen? What's the best World Cup? I thought 98 was a great World Cup. I thought 2002 was a great World Cup as well. Which other one? I can't even remember, what I would say is like the best World Cup. I think 98 was up there. France-Brazil in the final. That was a special one for me. Podolski or Arshavin. Yeah, both cult heroes, really. None of them really did what they should have. I thought Podolski was very underwhelming. Didn't really make it happen up front. Played left wing. Never really had the energy to play out wide. I'd say Arshavin had a few bigger moments. The goal, Champions League goal against Barca. The rocket against Man U at Old Trafford. The 4 against Liverpool. I'd say Arshavin had the bigger career. Newcastle said it's fine but not great. Should be in the summer. It's cold and dark. I'm tired from the dark and cold and working. Don't really have time for this. The only thing I like is at least we got football on every day. You know what I mean? You got games on every day. So it ain't going to last long as well. It'll fly by. Like I said, Arsenal are back in training next week. They've got a friendly behind closed doors. They go to Dubai in 2 weeks. It'll all start creeping back to club football anyway while this is going on. So we'll sort of get the best of both a little bit. Abdul Ghaffar said, I love USA 94. Roberto versus Romario. 2002 R9 with the haircut and the finger celebration. That was epic. Corner to Argentina, people. 4 minutes to go. Let me not go off topic too much. Can they get a second goal? Mexico have not done enough really in this game to get a goal and get back into this game. Corner taken short. Messi. Chance. Goal! Game, set, and match. Absolutely brilliant goal. Rodriguez was that. Bends it into the far corner. Absolutely fantastic goal. And it is game, set, and match. Fernandez, I think that is. Number 24. Brilliant finish. Touches it out his feet. Bends it into the far corner. Argentina 2. Mexico 0. And they have given themselves the lift that they need going into the final game. Brilliant finish. Brilliant, brilliant finish. Bends it into the far top corner. I think that's an assist from Messi that will go down as Fernandez. Sorry, that was with a goal. Who, I think he came off the bench. I rate this guy. Is this the Fernandez who plays for Benfica? Enzo, listen, I'm not just saying this because he scored. This guy is a baller. 21 years of age, Benfica. Baller, by the way. Seen a few times this guy play. And great goal. Someone's going to buy him for big money. I'm not even just saying it. That's a great finish. Kisses the badge. The Argentinian fans go crazy. And the game is wrapped up. And game over. Game over. Great finished. Partey replacement. Yeah, maybe he could play next to him. Golazo, la puta madre. Buenos Aires Guna is very happy. 2-0 to Argentina. This is what I'm saying. It's, you know, it's not always how you start the tournament. It's about how you develop, get better as the tournament goes on. And, yeah, man. Yeah, I'm telling you, this Enzo, baller. Baller. Seen him a few times. And I thought, I didn't know he was 21. That makes him even better. This is James Rodriguez. Nah, man, I'm telling you, this Hernandez is good. I've seen him a few times. Turning this off, says Broads. Yeah, it's done. It's done. Minute to go, plus time added on. Proper player Enzo Fernandez needs to be playing more since Lo Celso is injured. About time someone took responsibility in this team. He looks 16. He's a baller, man. Very good player. Strong, like a deep lying player. But can play as well. I like him. Good player. Broads, hey, Buenos Aires giving him the Messi shout. The Argentinian fans are going to be celebrating tonight. The Mexican fans are fuming. Just looking, what does that do to the group? Mexico and our bottom of the group. But they could still qualify. What they don't want is a draw in Argentina's game with Poland. What they need really is... yeah, it's going to be tough. Mexico are going to have to beat Saudi Arabia, possibly by a couple of goals. Broad said, Buenas, I'll give you your props, bro. Well done. Bring him to the carpet. Yeah, man, I'd take that Fernandez. He'd be very expensive. Benfica do not sell cheap. Argentina on the break here. They got bodies going forward. Oh, it's poor. Alvarez picks the wrong ball there. In fact, he doesn't even play the ball. Just runs straight into their defender. James Rodriguez balled at Porto in that league. He did, man. Buenos Aires said it, he's drunk. Much love, eh? Big up, bro. Since that Messi smack talk, he's racked up a goal and an assist. See, I think they know it's reverse psychology. Messi, you're done. Get him off. Goal, assist. There we go. He's back, you know. Alvarez is overrated, said Patrick. He looked all right for Man City, I thought. Young player, innit? It'll take him time to develop. Mexico have been very poor second half. They haven't looked a goal threat really at all. They've got the ball on the right-hand side. Running at Acuna, goes past him. Ball whipped in, headed away. Comfortably goes out for a throw-in to Mexico. 6 minutes added on. We are already a minute into that 6 minutes, so 5 minutes to go. Broad said, big up Buenos Aires, Guna. Top man as always. I salute you. Enjoyed tonight, bro. I think Alvarez is all right. I think he's all right. Just needs a bit of time. Doesn't start every week as well, so it's not easy to adjust when you're not in the starting lineup. But I think he's all right. He's lively, man. Messi showing his GOAT credentials, yeah? Listen, he's going to have to do more because, don't get me wrong, if they lose to Poland midweek, they could still get knocked out. But this gives them a brilliant lift. It really does. Obviously, they're second in the group level on points with Saudi Arabia, but they're ahead of them on goal difference. They're still a point behind Poland. and Mexico play Saudi Arabia next. So it could change. Listen, if they drew with Poland and Saudi Arabia won, Argentina would be out. But listen, the best thing they can do is just win, and then they'll be through. Sheriff said, hey, Big C, would you take Enzo Fernandez at Arsenal? I would. The only thing is, I think they would ask for massive money for him. They're quite notorious at selling players at big prices. I don't think it would be a cheap deal. Nos said, what a goal by Enzo. Guna Pickle, great finish from Fernandez. Mexican football is done. USA and Canada have passed them, says Matt. We're more likely to get Enzo Zidane. Is that Zidane's son, right? Cheers to Buenos Aires. 3 minutes in, 3 minutes to go, people. I said we needed the second goal. I predicted 2-1, so I was 1 goal off. Benfica brought him for 10 mil. They'll probably sell him for 60 mil. Fredo said Benfica, you're looking at 80 million. No cat. Here come Mexico, cleared well by Ramiro up to the halfway line. 2.5 minutes to go, people. Messi still on the pitch, strolling around, saving his energy. And although he is pressing a bit there, Messi. Save your energy, fella. Save your energy. Big game for them. What day do they play next? I'm definitely going to have to do a watch-along for that. They play against Poland on Wednesday at 3 p.m. So we're definitely doing that. Just looking ahead. Tomorrow, Spain, Germany. Definitely doing that. Monday, Brazil, Switzerland, 4 p.m. I'll do that. Portugal, Uruguay at 7. I'll do that. CR7. Tuesday, Wales, England at 7. I'll be doing that. Probably the only one that day. Wednesday, Poland, Argentina. We'll be doing that. Maybe Tunisia, France. Well, I think France have already qualified. Thursday, we might do Costa Rica, Germany if they're still in the tournament. If not, I won't bother. Probably Croatia, Belgium. That'll be a decent game. And then Friday, depending on who needs to win to qualify, Cameroon, Brazil if they need to, South Korea, Portugal, we'll see. And then it'll be the knockout stage. So we'll have plenty in the week. Iran, USA, that's going to be a war as well. They are literally going to be going crazy against each other on the pitch. Germany going out tomorrow, said Anthony. Yeah, listen, you would think so, the way that Spain played the last game. People saying Messi looks injured. Oh, can you imagine, Rowan, if we get Argentina, Portugal World Cup final? Messi against Ronaldo. You just couldn't write that script. You really couldn't. Kimani said Messi has an inflamed ankle, but apparently it's part of the recovery, pretty swollen. So he's got to be careful. Here he is on the ball. He sidesteps. Hey. They pull him back. Messi! They're singing his name, man. Oh, it's music to my ears. It's goatness. It's goatness, people. You have to respect goatness. Not greatness, goatness. Fans are singing his name, man. Messi! Man, drop the shoulder on him. Move, boy, where you going? Went up to the next one, man. Pulled him back. He's like, yeah, all right, cool. I understand it. You know, I understand it. It's goatness. Absolute goatness. Messi is just class. What a move. You just got to appreciate him while he's here, man. We're lucky. We're never going to see Messi in a World Cup again. I'm appreciating every minute of watching him play. And Ronaldo. You know. Ref, blow the whistle. That should be that. 6 minutes gone. Blow the whistle, ref. And I think he's blowing up. Full-time whistle goes, people. Argentina 2, Mexico 0. Lionel Messi, goal and assist. Argentina keep their hopes alive. Their players look very emotional on the pitch. It would have meant a lot to them. A defeat would have knocked them out. They look at the celebrations. That's the kind of togetherness they need. Get together. Group hug. Work for each other, man. Messi right in the middle of that group as well. Is he the captain, Messi? I'm not sure. Has Messi got the armband? I don't know if Messi's... Yeah, Messi's the captain. He's led them to victory there. You can say what you like. 1 goal, 1 assist. Job done. Anyway, people, thank you very much. Great stream. Really appreciate your interaction and support. I will be back tomorrow. I might do an Arsenal stream in the day. There's a little bit of news and transfer news. If not, we'll just stretch that to Monday. But I will be back tomorrow evening, Spain against Germany, so make sure you tune in for that. Hey, man, big C, have you watched the new R9 documentary? 100%. There was no way I was going to miss that. Printer said, I'm a celeb watch along. Can you imagine me doing that? He's biting on this. Nah, we won't do that. But listen, thank you very much for tuning in. Legendary community as always. Appreciate each and every one of you. I'll be back tomorrow. Spain against Germany. Maybe a little Arsenal update as well. GOAT settings, Lionel Messi. We thought he was finished. He ain't going nowhere yet, people. That was GOATness. I will see you all soon. Bless.